I think you're right. That's been kind of like the reaction of a lot of folks. But let's bring in our legal experts to get a little more perspective on this situation. Joining us tonight in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, family law attorney Jennifer Brandt, and in Atlanta, Georgia, a family law attorney and law professor Randy Kessler is with us. Great to have you both here.
And friend of Jennifer Brandt. We are colleagues.
And friend of Randy Kessler's.
There you go.
Look at that.
So, one big happy family, although if one of you was representing Kanye and one was representing Kim, I don't know how friendly it would be inside the courtroom. Help us understand where we are right now, because they're not officially divorced. They're kind of in the middle of this whole mess. So, Randy, I'll start with you. What rights does a father have in making these decisions when things are kind of in that pre-final divorce agreement and custody settlement place? It seems like they're kind of in the gray area now. Who has the right to do what here?
You know, it's sort of interesting because we talk to all our clients like that. When you're married, who has the right to do something? You both do, right? In my family, the wife wins. You know, it's whatever the family comes up with. That's why in some ways divorce is good, because it gives you some boundaries, some rules. And that's what good lawyers are going to do. And trust me, they have wonderful lawyers. The lawyers are going to come up with a sort of protocol, and we call it the what ifs. What if the child wants to be on social media? What if the child wants a later curfew? And they will delineate who gets to make those decisions and who doesn't. Good lawyers will prevent issues like this from coming up over and over. This is a good one. It's a new one that hasn't been in the media a lot because social media is fairly new. We didn't grow up figuring out when is the right age for a child to be able to post on TikTok. You know, it's a new thing. So we're all learning this, and we're all trying to prevent exactly this kind of situation.
Well, Jennifer, what do we do in the interim? Like, at some point, you're going to figure out all the what ifs, but right now, it seems like we're a little bit before that. We don't know what the final agreement is going to be, and there is no final agreement. This thing is still fresh. It is raw. So who has the right to do what at this point?
Well, you know, no one has a right. They're kind of figuring it out, as Randy had said. And the one thing I disagree with Randy is that good lawyers will make recommendations to their clients, but good lawyers can't always control their clients. And sometimes you have clients who are doing exactly what Kanye and Kim are doing. They're going out on social media and they're putting this divorce in the public spotlight. Even though Kim says she doesn't really want it to be there, she's responding on Instagram. They're fighting it out in the public. And that certainly is not the best thing for this couple or any couple, because you want to keep things private, especially in a high-profile situation like this. And with regard to the social media, I mean, Kim made a decision that she felt she was supervising her child by being on an account with North. Kanye didn't like it. He responded. But instead of taking the step of going to the court and going to his lawyer and trying to deal with it through the legal system, he put it out on social media, which is probably the worst thing to do, especially when you have an 8-year-old child who does have access to social media and may even see some of these posts. So I think that's a problem. These two need to be reined in by their lawyers and need to keep things quiet so that we're not discussing this in the public.
Randy, private versus public here. So explain to us how it goes. If, in fact, they go inside a courtroom and have to hash this out, as JB was saying, and a judge has to make decisions, that stuff ends up being very public, doesn't it? Because it's in a public courtroom.
That does. But in a case like this, and a case with these types of lawyers who I know well, they're going to do it privately. They're going to have a private mediation. They might hire a private judge and pay that judge to listen and help them resolve it, because that's the last thing that these children need, is for it to be public like this. Children want their parents to get along, even if they're divorced. They want the parents to be happy, and they want to believe that their parents get along. I agree with Jennifer. Making this issue public, fighting this in the court of public opinion isn't the winning strategy. Fighting it behind the scenes, saying, let's cooperate, let's figure out, you make this decision, I make that decision, some give and take, is the way it will ultimately play out. You know, on the other hand, at least we got two parents that really want to be involved. I mean, Jennifer and I have had cases where one or both parents don't really care, and that's the exact opposite of what we have here. They want to be involved. They just got to do it the right way. And Kanye said this is his first divorce, hopefully his only divorce, but let's figure it out and do it the right way. Listen to your lawyers. They probably are giving you really good advice.
All right, Jennifer Brandt, Randy Kessler, thank you so much. I just have one more little question for JB before we go. We only have a couple seconds here. Do you think that they can do this privately? What does your gut tell you? Do they have it in them? Does Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have it in them to do this privately?
Ye and Kim, unfortunately, do not have, I don't think they got it to do it privately. Their lives are so public. Why stop now?
All right, JB joining us from Las Vegas tonight. Thank you as well. We appreciate it. When we come back, folks, we're going to take a look at some of our unsolved cases, ask for your help in finding answers and in helping families get some sense of justice.
I work hard all day.